Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. It looks like it's not capturing my screen. Just give me 1 second. I hope everyone is doing well. We will cover this dump. For some reason it is not picking up my browser, which is interesting. So we might have to do... Nope, there you go, now it can pick up. Wonderful. Cool. So hope everyone's doing well. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. You should be able to. Looks like you can. It's picking up my mic, so all good. And we will... Hello, Charles. And we will start with this. So yesterday, I just actually want to start with SBX just to go over it really quickly. Yesterday, what I was looking for on the daily close, whether this specific requirement would be met, would be closing above or below this line. Closing below would invalidate this uptrend, this small daily uptrend for me, and then that would pretty much essentially give any medium-term time frame bounces for Bitcoin pretty much out of question. So that's what I was looking for. We did close below it, so I do think like bias is going to be heavily to the downside, but after we break market structure, it's usually typically seen. Now, you know, we do get a bit of a retrace back up. Where do we look for this retrace to come back into? Essentially, I'm just basically looking for the 618 of this move, so we might have another few green days if this target is not met. I'm just looking for the 618 of this, and then we can get continuation to the downside. We don't have any notable within this. Within this breakdown, we don't have any notable bearish order blocks. You can maybe argue that this right here, this cluster, but we spent so much time in there, I wouldn't put too much weight on. So I'm looking for the 618, essentially. And then continuation to the continuation to the downside for the SPX. So at least we have a definitive answer to go on today. So now let's just jump into Bitcoin itself, and we can see where this little bounce can get us. We had this zone. We tapped into the zone, and we continue the upside. I don't believe this might have printed actually swing failure pattern. Let me just check. Yeah, it actually did swing, print the swing failure pattern. So we're technically, I mean, it's a bit of a odd one, but where do you expect the swing failure pattern to land? First would be the 618, which you've already blasted through, right? You get slight rejection off of. Then we're just come back to retest these range highs. So assuming you can, I'm pretty confident that you can come at least retest this range high at 19,000. And most likely the way I would see is that you're probably going to just stay range bound. And then you'll probably continue to the downside. Looking on the daily chart, you might want to see a retest of this value area low within this range, right? Breaking support. Through support, it makes sense that you retest it as resistance. So just be wary of that. I would say hourly closure above this little range right here at $19,052. So hourly closure above that, sorry, will then confirm that you're most likely gonna go to the value area low of the range, sitting at 19,580. But until you get that hourly closure, I'm pretty sure you're just gonna retest that high and then continue ranging, assuming even if you retest it high. So for right now, we could treat this as a little mini range, which is no problem. Just be wary that it's still new. You haven't been in this for quite some time. We do have a heavy skew to the downside for the point control. So what does that give us a bias of? You most likely are going to break outside of this value area, which you already have, and then next you're probably going to retest that range high, which is in confluence with the swing failure pattern. So all good there. Everything is lining up there. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How is everyone doing? See some people come into the chat, which is good. We'll take a look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Did we get up to that range high? We didn't just come up to that range high, but yesterday I believe we were. Maybe this was actually on Ethereum itself. I'm not sure, but either way, we were take a look at this volume profile. Right, came back and retested this value area high, and continuation to the upside. I don't believe we invalidated anything just yet. Yep. 1 hour, maybe. Nope, just came back and retested this low, right? Any closure below this right here would invalidate this 1 hour uptrend. Switch market structure on the small term time frames and then bleed into higher term time frames. But for now, everything's looking good for continuation to the upside for a retest of this current macro range high between 2021 and 2022 of 0.088. So all's looking good for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So let's just take a look at Ethereum itself and see if we did get a bounce off of that. I believe we're also looking at the value that smaller range yesterday. Okay, cool. So I believe yesterday I was actually streaming when I was up here. I'm not even 100% sure. Yeah, nah, maybe I was streaming during this candle. I was like, well, we're retesting the value area high. Possibly. But we're staying range bound. Not a heavy skew unless I pull this this value area. Nothing's heavily skewed. Point control is not heavily skewed either way. Value area itself is not heavily skewed, so I wouldn't give much bias to anything other than the fact that Ethereum versus Bitcoin looks in grid. So until that starts to break down, or if that does break down, my bias for Ethereum will continue to the upside. For now, on like very small term time frames, right now we're just rejecting off this point of control right here. So you might get continuation to the downside, where just a slight pullback, but I wouldn't be concerned with Ethereum until you start to close below, and we could do it on a 15-minute basis, which is fine. 15.29, and then you're probably just going to come back and fill this fair value gap at 15.19. But nothing's looking too bad, to be quite honest, especially with the way Ethereum versus Bitcoin's looking. So I won't be too concerned. You can argue that you did break like this slight uptrend yesterday. So just beware that you're probably, whether or not you even, I still think you're probably going to continue upside for now, but there is a possibility that you get a rejection at this point between 1587 and 1575. So that's what I would just look out for. I'm good. It's the second rainy day in a row here. It's a little miserable. But other than that, it's all pretty good. Yeah. Just feeling tired from the weather. Alright. So, with that being said, I guess targets for the downside, if between the stream and today's stream and tomorrow's stream we have a major breakdown, right, we still have this bearish order block, which we still haven't retested, between 1450 and 1440, and what would give us confidence that we come down to this region, breaking out of this value area low. I would say in a 1 hour closures should be fine. But until then, nothing of major concern. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about that just yet. All right. So any coins you guys want me to look at? Any coin you guys were trading, looking at. I could take a look at the Discord, which, by the way, there's a link in the description below for that. If you're new to the channel, just come and join the Discord. There's a lot of good traders in there. But I can just see what you guys are trading. Just looking at the P&L post. EOS, yeah, you got it. I believe EOS was range bound for quite some time. And that's what we're looking at. Yeah. Holy. I'll just get rid of all these levels. I mean, I guess, yeah, just get rid of all these. Bang. Bang. So you still are within this, what I would consider, you know, you're still retesting this. You've retested this value area high, this previous value area high before you broke out of this range. You need continuation candles with these types of coins, right? I've been saying that for quite some time. So you need to get continuation candles, so that is a successful retest. Pump it back up, which is great. Where do you expect us? Let's just look at smaller term time frames. You can make the argument that I would probably, honestly, let's get rid of this. That's no longer relevant. I would make the argument that you've already broken market structure on the 4-hour time frame, closing below that $1 for 46.8 level. So you're probably gonna get a pullback. And where do you expect to pull? Well, you're already getting the pullback. So where do you expect that pullback to go to? The 705 plus the less significant move up, which we would consider to be a bearish order block. This is going to be a big bearish order block. We'll pull our fibs, and hopefully the 705 is within that range. It's not. You got the 618 there, so that's okay. Maybe small time frames just to see. I just want a bit of a clear region to see. Okay, I'll just bang. I guess actually that's actually well, that's all right. There's a really big bearish order block. But that's okay. So just essentially just look for the 618 at $1.72.3 for the next slight reduction, I would assume, and then continuation to downside. Obviously, what validates the idea is closing above this bearish order block at $1.74.5, and then you're looking at obviously this high, but most likely break out of that, and then you're looking at the bigger move to the downside, that 618 at $2.10. And just keep in mind that above $2, you probably have a decent amount of liquidity there for the market maker to take. So that might be of an advantage, but until you get that closer above the bearish order block, that's not really in discussion. ETC, we can take a look at that. Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic rejected off the 618 beautifully of this range. It's very nice to see. It's pretty easy to see what coins respect levels and which don't really. Rejected off of this 618, came back, floated around here. I would have liked to see this actually come back and fill this fair value gap if you're gonna like invalidate this high at 28. Let me actually just put the I would have liked to come see and fill back completely, but that is okay, I guess. Okay. So I honestly do expect it to come back and fill it, retest this 786. If not, even come back and retest this value high, but I don't really think so. I think it's just come back and retest 786. That's what I like to typically see. Yeah. You could take this as like a small term time frame market structure flip. Since you closed below this previous, actually, ever since here, came back to the bullish order block, continued. So you might have arguments that this is already a full market structure smaller time frame, but not looking too good on higher time frame market structure. So I'm essentially just looking for this one to break down and fill that gap to the downside. Great, thanks. When are you doing a paper trading stream? I will try to get a paper trading stream, maybe even tonight. I am free tonight. So, yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Thank you for reminding me. When's the daily open now for me? 8? So, yeah, maybe daily open, we'll do a paper trading stream. I'll make a paper trading account, and I'll start a fresh paper trading account. I think what does Bybit give you? Like, I think Bybit starts you with 50,000. We'll see how high we can get it, and do some paper trading together. That'll be fun. So yeah, tonight daily open most likely, unless like something comes up. But we will do paper trading. That'll be fun on YouTube. That should be a lot of fun. Hopefully. Our luck, it'll probably just be really boring. But I will use you guys just call out coins out of doing something. I'll try to come up with a point. So it'd be cool if we could actually use some of these setups that we're talking about tonight, if they just happen to converge. Yeah, just have more of like a chill. I think that'll just be like a fun chill, more of a chill environment, especially since we're doing not putting up real money. If I was putting up real money, I'd probably be a bit more stressed if people watch me put up more real money. But if I'm just putting paper money, that's kind of should be fun. Why am I such small term time frames? Alright. Any other coins you guys want me to look at? Just a reminder that if you do want to get decreased Bybit fees, there's a link in the description below. Just sign up through that link and you can get 30% off all your fees. Help you save some money and stuff. And also help support this channel. Yeah. I do also have to get back on making videos. I have to get back to the Luna CBUSD. That should be interesting. What would you guys want a video on? TA wise. Okay, just let me know if there's anything specific you want. Don't feel pressured. Miss your videos. The videos will come back. The videos will come back. I promise. I got too caught up on other stuff. This is interesting. Is there a better chart that I should be using? Let's just pull up the TDI. Be careful out there, fellas. Hello, this too shall pass. Scalping on the 1 minute time frame. Weekly VWAP? Is that what you mean? Or yeah, I think you might have misspelled VWAP. You got bearish divergence, I guess, forming. 4 hour time frame, might even get a like confirmation on that. You already built one drive of bearish divergence. Looks like known for a possible second drive. You can reject off the macro like 618 for this coin. Again, blasted through it. So, I mean, you could take this as a slightly look for like this 618. I don't know. So whatever this number is, you might get your second rejection off of right here. And they could probably take a good short. That's what I would say. A lot of money flowing into trads. Yeah, after the market structure break on SPX, I would assume you're gonna get a slight pullback. Don't know how much longer it's gonna really continue. Okay, it meant VWAP. Okay, cool. Just scalping off of VWAP. It's not a terrible idea. I mean, if you're above VWAP and hold that support, it does seem like in very small moves, it does seem to actually respect VWAP fairly well. So that's good. You are extended from VWAP itself. A bit. So 18%. Oh my god, these percentages. So I don't know. How you scalp? I assume you took scalps like early in the day, or how did you take scalps with being so far extended off of it? It's not a terrible idea to use it for something like this. There's not much to use. But yeah, I was actually looking for the 618 macro wise though. There's not much to speak on, but you might come up to this 4.236 up at a 1/10 of a cent. So yeah. But I'm curious how you're using daily VWAP. So if you can just tell me in the chat how you were. I guess you could also like trade extremely small term market structure. This isn't contract, right? This is spot. I would hope. Hope you're trading this on spot. Didn't take scalps on that coin. Okay, you just meant in general. Okay. Cool. But yeah, this one's kind of a joke at this point, but if you caught the bottom, just curious. Hey, we can go over like Soul next. We'll go over that. 1000%. Nice. 10 extra money. Soul. Still extremely range bound. Came back. Followed our hour, I guess. Retested this value area low. Just moved heavy skew on the point control here. A lot of volume coming in. It's hard to say while you're in the depths of hell that you're probably gonna break to the upside. But I still think that's definitely a possibility. We'll get smaller term time frames to see if anything got wrecked. Yeah. I would essentially look for rejection off of this previous high right here. It's 32,385. You broke market structure right here by closing below 31,145. So rejection around this end of that fair value gap, slightly 618 as well at 32,551, and then continue to the downside. Obviously, until you get closure below, and then also continuation candle. This value area low, you're not in too much trouble to come down to these range lows, but small time frame market structure isn't looking the best. You see Bybit rolled out Sol options now. Also, yeah, they rolled out Sol. Wait, I have the app. Or I hope I'm not logged in on that, but I have that. We have Sol, ETH. I think that's it for now. Sol, ETH, Bitcoin, obviously. But also they have USDC perp on. Oh, come on. Hold on, what else do they have? Options. Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Sol on options. And they also have it on USDC perp, yeah. There's some random coins to USDC perp, like they added 8, like, I don't know, why would you add ape GMT OP? Like, why are you adding those instead of Litecoin and I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know, I haven't done any options trading on Bybit just yet, but maybe I will soon. I guess it could be definitely like advantageous when things are extremely boring. So that's good at least. Alright. Anybody have any other coin you guys want me to look at? I'm trying to only do caffeine on days I go to the gym, but today's been rough. Oh, I think I might need some. Okay. Well, if no one has any other coins you guys want me to look at, I will leave it there. I will do paper trading tonight around the daily open. We'll have some fun together. If anybody has any questions, like if you're watching this back, join Discord, links in the description below. A lot of good traders in there, completely free and everything like that. You can learn how to trade from them and stuff. Also, another small FYI for the last few months, when the total crypto market's below, big money has been logging down there. Yeah, they've definitely tried to like prop it up. Ever since then. So they're trying to hold the line for now, it seems. Excuse me. Anyway, back to my rant. A lot of good trades in there. Also, if you trade on Bybit, links in the description below for 30% off all your fees. So if you want to save some money on that, make an extra account or just switch over your account, just so you can save some money and help support the channel as well. Links in the description for that. And that's, I believe, I have all to share. So I'll see you all later tonight, or whatever time zone you're in. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks, guys. Bye.